For this Tuesday, July 12th, 2022. I am your host, Russ Williams. I'm so glad you could be here today. I know you could have been anywhere in this world today, ladies and gentlemen, Transition Army. I know you could have been anywhere in this world today, but you decided to be here with me. And I appreciate that. And more importantly, I appreciate you. So, welcome to Transition Tuesdays, my friends, on this balmy, hot, hazy, hot, and humid Tuesday, July 12th, here in NYC. Man, I welcome you for coming today. You made it. You made it. I got to give you some applause for making it today, guys. Let's do this here. Give you some applause. I know you guys had rough days. You made it. You know, you probably have your nice beverage of choice right now. You're having that in here. You're enjoying. And you made it here with me. And I appreciate that. I truly appreciate that. So, ladies and gentlemen, Transition Army, we have an action-packed show as usual. But before we talk today, I always like to state my intentions. And my intention is to give you the opportunity to laugh, smile, think, and engage in honest conversations about your life's transition. So that's what we do here on Transition Tuesdays. That's what we do here today. So, Transition Army, want to talk about something, a topic today that was I just go over a couple of things, something that kind of was near and dear to me, because we're going to talk today about men's health and wellness. And this past Friday, I had a little procedure done. I had a colonoscopy done. And I want to just, take you guys through the step-by-step process, what went down, with the colonoscopy, which it prevents, if you receiving, colon cancer. And I jotted down a couple of statistics about colon cancer and a couple of things about it, statistics. So, colon cancer is more common among black men and women. And knowing your family history, making healthy choices, and getting screened can all help you take control of and reduce your risk of colon cancer. Now, African Americans have the highest rate of colon cancer. Why is that? I don't know, but maybe we can talk about that. Maybe some people might have some more insight on that. And also, black people face a 20% higher risk of developing colon cancer and a 45% higher mortality rate than any other race when dealing with colon cancer. So colon cancer is prevalent in the black community. Man, it's it's so important, the colonoscopy procedure. And again, it's a procedure, and it's so necessary. It's painless. I'll go over the information with you, step-by-step process, if you haven't done so already. And I want to shout out, while we're talking about this, I really want to shout out. I'm on a text thread with 9 of my friends, and some of them childhood friends. And I want to shout out my guy, Cliff Skeet. Now, my man Cliff, he came on there out of the blue, and he was talking about, he had a colonoscopy done, and how painless it is, and how necessary it is, especially for us as black men. It's painless, and it's necessary, and it can save your life. So it got me thinking. I just was thinking, hey, look, my birthday is coming up. So I decided to give myself a birthday present and schedule a colonoscopy. And that was a present I gave to myself. And, to be honest with you, and some of you may or may not know, but my dad passed away 8 years ago, and he died of colon cancer. And it's something that could have been prevented if it's treatable if you catch it early. So, I just thought I owed it to myself to get a procedure. First time I ever did this before. On the text thread, I noticed a couple of my friends, they've had 2 procedures done. And, and I was like, wow, I got to get at least one done. You guys are ahead of me in this process. So what I wanted to do was, talk about, for men's health and wellness, talk about the colonoscopy procedure, really walk you through it step by step, things and do's and things that, that we should do, both men and female, men and women. It's so important to get in a colonoscopy procedure. It's really important to do that. So I just want to walk you step by step and take you through my journey during that process. So it all starts by you getting a consultation, meeting with your doctor or meeting with a person who takes care of this procedure. They ask you a number of questions, family history, have you ever had it done before, your age range. I know, me being a person over 50, I know that say a lot of times, and the number has been like at 50 years of age to get a colonoscopy. I think those numbers are changing now due to the severity of colon cancer. I think now they want people to start, men and women. So back in the days, I guess back in the days, maybe not many years ago, but it was saying 50 is that target date or that target time, birth date for you to go to colonoscopy. But I think they've pushed those back. So like 40 and up now. So with the consultation, they ask you a number of questions, and then, for me, the deciding factor for me was, I have, again, my dad died from colon cancer. So you might be at higher risk, So I really thought about that. So I said, you know what, let's get this done after this consultation. So after the consultation, what I did was I just set a date to have the procedure. It had the procedure going. And before I continue on, let me see who's checking in. We got Felicia from The Rock checking in. What's going on, Felicia? Welcome to Transition Tuesdays. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Man, so I scheduled a procedure, and it was on a Friday. And they say the worst thing about the procedures, what I've heard is taking that liquid solution. And, and the liquid solution, it opens you up, its job is a laxative. Its job is for you to, use the bathroom on a regular basis, and you just have to follow the directions to the T. You do that, it's no problem. I lucked out because I was talking to the anesthesiologist, and I'll talk about, the night before, the day of my surgery, but the night before, you're scheduled to have the liquid solutions that you have to have that cleans out your colon, and it makes it more easier for them to, use do the procedure. So just talking to my anesthesiologist, he said I lucked out because I told him, he asked me what flavor did I have, and I had the cranberry. And I tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, Transition Army, it was pretty tasty. I don't know. I mean, you hear so many stories like how that solution is terrible to the taste and it makes you go to the bathroom, I had a really good experience with it, with the cranberry solution, which was kind of tasty. Tastes a little bit like went back to my childhood, tastes a little bit like a little Kool-Aid-ish type of flavor. So I did that, I took that, and talking to my anesthesiologist the day of, he was telling me, he says, he says, you lucked out. He said, that's one of the better flavors. He says, the flavors like lemon, I think lemon isn't a very good one. I think they were saying grape isn't good. But he said, I did luck out. So I did luck out on that. And again, it does its job. I mean, you're gonna have to use the bathroom, so you just need to stay close to the restroom, to the commode, because you will be using that on a regular basis during your time. So it was like 2 different doses I had to take. So you take one the day before, right? You take that as directed. All you do is just open up the package, guys, gals too. Open up the package, follow the instructions to the T. You're drinking waters too. They clear liquids. They recommend water. You could do a clear tea. I stuck with the water, so I just stuck with the regimen of water. And you have your 8 ounces, you drink, and you have to drink 1 dose of the bottle. You take it straight to the head. It's not measured and pour. You just take it straight to the head and drink it. And again, for me, I lucked out. It was very tasty for me. So I did that. And again, I went to the bathroom, and not to lie, I'm not gonna sugarcoat everything. This is honest conversation, guys and gals. Okay, Transition Army. I didn't count it, but I was definitely double digits in the toilet for that night, the night before. So it is what it is. It does its job, the solution. It cleans out that colon, and you're gonna be you have to go to the bathroom. You gotta do number 2. Not number 1, number 2, all right, to clean up that colon. All right. So we did that. Let me see anybody else checking in. Not yet. Okay. So was able to do that. So like the next day, the day of, you got to make sure, again, you follow the directions. So you're taking your second dose, okay? And you're drinking your clear liquids, which was for me water, okay? Which I enjoy water anyway, so it was not a stretch at all. And you do that, and you can't have any other you can't even have any other clear liquids after you take your second dose. Again, you take that second dose to the head straight. You drink it, no measurements. Drink that down. Have your 8 ounces of clear liquids. Okay, for me it was water, like I mentioned before. And you do that. You do your regimen. So my procedure was at 12 o'clock. So I had to stop with the clear liquids. I already did the liquid solution already. So you cannot have any clear liquids 2 hours before the procedure. So I just followed that to the T. Okay, got there, got to the place, and shout out to the anesthesiologist there that I had my procedure at. By the guy by the name of John. I didn't get a last name, but his name was John. Man, he made me feel at ease. I mean, when you first get there, it's kind of, you got to fill out the paperwork and all that good stuff, and you wait for them to call you, and then you go to this room, the room they have it all situated, set up, and they give you they give you your gown to put on. You have to take everything off, including your underwear, what have you. Put the gown on. I'm trying to be very descriptive for everybody, so I'm trying to, ease it for everybody. I'm taking you step by step, my process, okay, my journey. All right. So you do all that, and you get dressed, and they have the little bed that they're gonna take you in, removable bed that take you into the procedure, into the room, and because it's not surgery, I call it procedures. It wasn't actually surgery. So, but shout out to the anesthesiologist, John. Man, really cool dude. He was keeping me calm because I didn't know what to expect. So, they prep you, they give you an IV ahead of time for you to go to sleep. So they give you a little bit of portion of it. I had my IV. Guy was checking for veins. He just happened to do the back of my hand, so that was fine. I was good with that. So I did that. And then after that, he's telling me about the procedure, how it's painless. You won't remember a thing because you'll be under anesthesia and the sleeping and the gas and everything like that. I'm gonna go over the gas story because that's a pretty funny story. So he gets me prep. So they prepping you to go in for the procedure, and so while they give you some time, they remove the curtain and you're getting ready, basically getting ready. So actually my procedure was at 12:45. So there's a clock next to me, so I'm looking at the clock the whole time. So I see some person came out of the procedure, and one thing that was good for me, I heard the person, they were saying the anesthesiologist was asking that person, how did it go? The young lady said, I don't remember a thing. I mean, I'm feeling good. So I was like, yes, okay, that's a good thing, because she just got out of her procedure. So I was like, okay, good, this is perfect. Okay, cool. So it's my turn, and they wheel you in. And when they wheel you in, funny thing, when they wheeled you in this particular, doctors, with this particular room that they wheeled me in for the procedure, I want to give a shout out to Dr. Stevenson Thomas. Dr. Stevenson Thomas, man, cool. Oh man, she, is a female doctor, which I really felt at ease. I really did. I felt at ease. I wanted to have a female doctor do the procedure. I don't know why, but I did want a female doctor to do the procedure, and I'm glad I did. So soon as I'm rolled in there, no joke, guys, I kid you not. And with the other anesthesiologists too, and it's funny too, the other two anesthesiologists, their last day was the day that I had my procedure. I think I was the last person that they, did their work with. So they were leaving their particular post. So so that was cool. But so again, and I kid you not, on this next story, they're wheeling me in the room, and I'm looking at the clock, and it's almost time to go, and I'm hearing the music. So I guess it's like some hype music that the doctor has playing. The doctor is playing Izzy Kamosi, Here Comes the Hot Stepper. I kid you not. It's blaring, a nice medium pace, you know what I mean? So I'm like, wow, this is cool. I got a cool doctor's about to do this procedure. Here comes the hot stepper, murderer. I'm listening to that too. I'm at total ease and total peace, but I'm a little bit nervous still. I'm still nervous. So they wheel you in. The doctor tells me, we're here to do the colonoscopy. Does everybody agree? And then the the anesthesiologist, they say agree. So I guess they have to do that by law just to make sure we know what we're doing here with this particular patient. So a couple of things are going through my mind, guys. So it's like, okay, I know I'm gonna, this is gonna have to be done, through my colon, so anally, right? So I was trying to find out and figure out what position am I gonna be in? I'm gonna be in like, very similar to like, when a woman gives birth, you're totally on your back and they do. But no, I was highly mistaken. So anesthesiologist told me, okay, we want you to lay down dead center on your bed, but we want you to turn towards your left. So we want you to lay down all the way towards your left on an angle kind of deal, and put one leg, I don't know, it's hard to explain, but I just had to lay on my side. And when I did that, there was a pillow next to me. So the anesthesiologist nicely folded the pillow for me, and she said, can you hold on to this pillow? Because you're going to be sleeping. Can you hold on to it? I said, sure, that'll be good. I can really rest now. So if you could just visualize myself, I'm on my left side, pillow underneath my arm, getting ready. So what happens is they give you the oxygen to put you to sleep. And again, they prepped you ahead of time. So they had the IV in my hand before with a little slow drip, helping you out. But again, this was a more, faster, rapid pace. So they put it on your nose. And the great thing about this oxygen, it was cherry flavor. They told me, hey, this is cherry flavor. Oh, you want it, you just take a couple of deep breaths and there you go. So I was like, okay, great. So I just remember on my side, hand on a pillow, cherry oxygen, and then from there, and they said take some deep breaths. Oh, one thing I forgot too. Oh my God, I almost forgot this part. Let me get some water too on this because this is funny too. This is hilarious. Hold on. So Transition Army, this was funny too. So the doctors told me about the procedure and everything that's going to be done and what have you. And she says, your first time? I said, yes, this is my first time. And then she says, we're about to give you the anesthesia and everything. And she says, this will be the best 25 minutes of sleep you will ever have. And I was like, yes, all right. I got my pillow in hand. I got, I'm on my side. They're ready to do it on, they're ready to do what they do on the right side. So I'm all prepped and ready to roll. But that was encouraging when she says, you're going to get the best 25 minutes of rest in your life. I was like, okay, cool. So get that together. Take deep breaths. Close my eyes. Boom. Done. Finished. Oh, yeah, they did what they do, what have you. I go into the, from there, and I think the procedure was maybe 40 minutes, if that, the actual procedure. But, so they wheel you into the recovery room. Again, they wake you up. No ill side effects, anything like that. And it's important also, guys, and, guys, gals, Transition Army, they ask you a lot of questions. Are you allergic to anesthesia or sleeping gas or what have you? So, be honest with them. Let's say if you are allergic to them, please let them know. Be first. Be honest with them, because some people might be allergic to the items that are used. So, be honest. Let them know, because you don't want any surprises. So, thankfully for me, I wasn't allergic to anything, so I was good to go. So, they wake you up. And then, I was anticipating, my backside to be really sore, what have you. But no, I mean, nothing. It was it felt great. I mean, I was like, wow, wait, this is amazing. Just like the doctor said, you know. So the doctor comes in. She talks to me about the procedure that went on. She says she was in there. She said everything looked great. She mentioned how she had to remove two polyps. So I think this is very prevalent in colonoscopies. You have polyps, so they did all that, and what I did was, and I shared with you because again we into honest conversation here on Transition Tuesdays. I'm gonna show you the pictures. So they even show you they even leave you with the pictures that what was involved in the whole process. So I don't know if you guys can see this, but and I don't know. I don't want to be too graphic, but again, I'm gonna keep it real with you. Okay, these are the photos of my colon. So get a little closer if I can. I don't know. I don't know if you want to see that. I don't know, but everything clear bill of health, which is phenomenal, which was great for me, and man, I have to tell you, it was one of those things I was like, wow, man, this is amazing. I got this done. And the great thing, what she mentioned to me was, because again, I have the risk because my dad had colon cancer, it might be prevalent in the families, especially among black people. So, the next time I have to do my next one is, 5 years from now. And she mentioned something that really stuck by me. She said, how was the procedure for you and everything? I said, oh, it was a breeze. It was great. You guys made me feel comfortable and everything. It was great. She said, that's great to hear. She says, but what you can do, as a black man, as a person who just had the procedure, you should pass it on to others, to get the colonoscopy, to get it early, because if it's detected early, it can help out. It can save lives. So pass it on. Pass on your experience that you had you with your colonoscopy. Pass it on. And that's what I'm doing today. I'm passing it on because, it's something that's vital, in our black and brown communities, men and women, what have you, colonoscopies, this colon cancer can be prevented, and if treated early, with a colonoscopy, it can definitely save your life. So I'm really ecstatic that I came talk to you guys. I know maybe the conversation might have been kind of tough for some people to hear, and there's not too many people on today, but I would love for somebody who had maybe a colonoscopy to share their experience. How was their experience for them? For me, man, it was great, and I felt good about doing it, and it was a nice gift for me for my birthday, and I just hope that what I shared with everybody here can help out. Let's say if you haven't got a colonoscopy, and if you're a little hesitant. I mean, that's what we do. Us as black males, we do that. We're hesitant. We don't want to get this done. It's too invasive. It's too much. No, this and that and this, so we don't go get it. And then, when it's too late, when it's too late, it's too late. Again, but this can be prevented. So, man, I just hope that, if this can help people maybe who might be on the fence about getting the colonoscopy, if I'm able to help and assist you in getting your first one, even if you have a history of it in your family or not, just getting it, just to be on the safe side like I was, just getting it, if I'm able to help you by, giving you the step-by-step process, what it was for me for a colonoscopy, if that's able to help you maybe get the thought process in your mind to get one if you haven't got one. Or for some people, like I talked to some people, they're like, okay, that reminds me. I got to go get my other one. I got to go get another one. I had one done already. You know what I mean? Whatever it takes, I'm with it, and I'm here to help. And I just was here to share my story about the colonoscopy and how necessary it is and how painless it is. But again, and most importantly, how necessary it is to receive that. To receive a colonoscopy and that procedure that helps save lives. And shout out to my guy, Cliff Skeet, my man Skeet. Man, thank you, sir, for putting it out there. Thank you, sir, for, for putting it out there and helping save lives, and you did that. You did that with me, and that just got the wheels turning, and I'm glad I did it, and I'm glad I'm just here to share my experience with each and every one of you, those who have had colonoscopy and those who maybe might want to think we'll get one in the future. I recommend please do it. It's painless, and more importantly, it is so necessary. So necessary. So man, I'll tell you that. So necessary. So, ladies and gentlemen, Transition Army, if we were able to make you laugh, smile, and think during this broadcast, my good friends, you have accomplished something major today. So celebrate your victory. Celebrate your victory as I get to my theme music. Here we go. Yes. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. Woo. Perfect. Ladies and gentlemen, Transition Army, I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for you watching Transition Tuesdays each and every Tuesday. I thank you. And this episode and our past episodes can be seen on our YouTube channel, Transition Tuesdays. So do me a huge favor, ladies and gentlemen. I know you go on there all the time, but do me a huge favor. When you go on there, like the videos and subscribe too, okay? Don't cost you anything, okay? Just time and effort. That's all it is. We ain't gonna charge you nothing more, nothing less, all right? And guys, if you haven't done so, you can follow me on Instagram at Russ Will Transitions. That's Russ Will Transitions with an S. You can follow me there, okay? So, again, we have guests on here, and you guys are my guests today, the Transition Army, okay? But guests of Transition Tuesdays receive a candy gift pack, compliments of our sponsor, Sweet Candy Cafe. Now, Sweet Candy Cafe is the home of Southern Sweetness, located in downtown Lumberton, North Carolina. So after the show, we are almost done. After the show, I want you to go to sweetcandycafe.com to order your confectionery goodies. Do it now, okay? They ship home and abroad, and also in November, this company headed by Felicia Evans Long, aka Miss Sweetness, she is celebrating 10 years in existence, a decade of excellence. You know how big that is? How major that is for a small business? Okay? That is huge. We got to support that. How do you support? By ordering. Going online and ordering. If you're not in North Carolina, you can always order online and they ship it to you. They ship home and abroad. We had it shipped to Argentina, Spain. That's what they did, and that's what they do. So go to sweetcandycafe.com to order your confectionery goodies now. Okay? So ladies and gentlemen, Transition Army, as we say in parting, happy transitioning, and we'll speak to you soon. Take care, everybody. God bless.